Everywhere you go in Beijing, you're going to see lots of rental bicycles. They're all over the place. Hey folks, New Year's Eve in Beijing, China. Hey guys, it is Kevin here, and like I said, it is New Year's Eve here in Beijing, and it's pretty quiet. Not a lot going on New Year's Eve. This is a Lunar New Year, biggest holiday of the year in Beijing. The family and I decided to do some sightseeing today, and we went downtown to discover that there's no sights to be seen because they're all closed because it's New Year's Eve. Things you learn from your first New Year's Eve in China. The drinks are flowing already, folks. But yeah, so that was kind of a failed attempt, but we did go to a delicious dumpling restaurant, had some dumplings, which is kind of a tradition here in Beijing on New Year's Eve. It's really weird, I gotta admit, like everyone's saying Happy New Year to us. Like we already went through that just like 2 months ago. Not even, a month and a half ago. But I'm not complaining because it's a big holiday. So I'm off to the supermarket, get a few things. My local supermarket's closed. I go to a whole bunch of them and gonna get some stuff. Enjoy the evening. Check out the wiring, guys, on this apartment block. I'm always impressed with the wiring. That's just crazy, huh? From my perspective. I'm not an electrician by any means, but I know that this just looks dangerous. So I'm in a local supermarket shopping. It's called Jingalong Supermarket in Chaoyang in Beijing.
王玉琴听到广播，请回鱼丸专柜。
I have come to the supermarket. Let's see if they have them, because I'm here to buy some hamburger buns, if proper, actual, like, real hamburger buns here, because I'm going to be making hamburgers for dinner. And I've got my flatbread, my tortillas, my bimbo tortillas, guys. Have you ever had bimbo tortillas? Yeah, so folks, what happened last week? We put 2 episodes of the Just Japan podcast out. Episode 175 and 176. So 175 was all about awa odori dancers in Japan. Really cool traditional form of dancing. And the next one I called it Surviving, where I wrote a post for justjapanstuff.com where I talked about, you know, is it possible? I posed the question, is it possible to survive on an English teacher's salary? And myself and Higgins in Japan, we talked about that topic. And agreed to a lot of the similar things that, you know, on a kind of entry-level teaching salary, you can survive if you're single. It's not going to be the most lavish life, but, you know, if you're on that kind of salary and you have a family, then life gets a lot more challenging. So yeah, it was a great conversation. So go check that out. Links below, guys, for the Just Japan podcast if you're not already aware of my Japan podcast, which I still make weekly from here in China. So I'm heading down the road here to a shop called Jenny Lou's, which is an import food shop, and there's a ton of them around Beijing. This is just one branch of Jenny Lou's, but there's many different names or shops and whatnot. And I was here a bit earlier with my family, but then my son suddenly got a stomach ache and we had to rush him out and get him to a rest room. And then we just went home. So I'm coming back because they have a sale on really wonderful German beer. So I'm gonna go get a couple of cans, because it is, after all, Lunar New Year's Eve, right? I'd be remiss if I didn't. So Jenny Lou's, that's where I'm heading. So shopping is done. Time to head back home and get cooking and just basically relax and enjoy New Year's Eve. There's been a ban on fireworks and firecrackers within the city of Beijing. So this is our first Chinese New Year here, and I know that like fireworks and firecrackers are a huge part of the tradition, but I'm curious to see if we'll hear anything last night, or tonight I should say, because there's just signs everywhere saying don't do it. So but we're just gonna chill out at home. I mean, I suppose we had on December 31st, we had our big New Year's Eve festivities, so to see. Alright guys, well that just about does it for me in a little short video blog here on Chinese New Year Eve, Beijing, China. Hope you guys are all doing well, wherever you are. Really do. I'm good. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my holiday. Still got about a week and a half of holiday left, so I'm going to be just writing stuff for the blog, just Japan stuff, and just posting a lot of stuff there. Posted several blog posts already this week. Got another podcast interview coming up on Friday. That's going to be a cool one, man. I got a friend who's been an English teacher in Japan for many years, and he's making the switch. He's making the transition from being an English teacher to a farmer. So he was given a farm. He's going to become a farmer in rural Japan. Pretty neat. It's going to be an awesome story. Can't wait to hear the interview myself, to hear all the details of his story, and then share it with you guys in the podcast. So, all right, guys. Well, happy Chinese New Year's Eve. Happy Lunar New Year, I suppose. Happy Chinese New Year. And I'll be catching you guys on the flip side. And remember, check all the links below. Lots of great stuff down there. And click like and subscribe, of course.